just get us started talking about the first week of preseason, how that's going for you.
It's good. I mean, it's always fun to be back, see some new faces and just reunite with old teammates. It's nice to be in the St. James. It's a nice facility. get away from the crazy weather, but it's good.
How's it been this year? Obviously, you've got, looking around, there's just so many more people playing on the team, trying out for the team, etc. How has that affected the early days, but how has it affected the session so far?
It's good. I mean, everyone that's come in has brought a good energy, and I think that's what happens when you have a championship team. You know, everyone wants to be a part of it, and so we're super grateful and excited to have everyone here, even on the staff. Like, we have a lot of new staff, or at least full-time staff, so that's super helpful, and we're just excited to have them with us throughout the whole season.
Speaking of that, how big of a difference? I know that the trainers are full-time now and the assistant coaches are back.
Yeah.
How big of an impact is that having, and how much do you think it will have as the season goes on?
I think it'll be a huge impact. I think this is my first year at the Spirit where I've had the same athletic trainers for 2 years in a row. So it's just nice to, already have that relationship, especially, having Kris back, Lee back. We don't have to start from ground zero. We can kind of build off how we started or ended, I guess, last season. So I'm excited. I think it'll help a ton. Yeah.
Ashley, how do you feel physically and mentally coming back from the off season?
I feel good. The off season was pretty short, but I'm just happy to be back. I think being back with a team and being able to play with other players and having the coaching staff, having a sports scientist, strength coach, athletic trainers, it just helps you kind of get in a better rhythm physically and mentally. So I feel good. Yeah.
Returning champions, is there kind of a target on your guys' back this year because of that?
I mean, I don't know. I think some people might say so. I think we just have a higher standard and expectation for ourselves. So yeah, maybe, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if we put that target on our back, we can. I'm sure some people will, but we'll see. Yeah.
Your alma mater,
BYU,
went to the College Cup semis. Am I correct?
Yes.
What do you think of? How do you think they're going to do next season?
I mean, they did so well. They are losing a few key players, but I think we raised the standard here by winning the championship. They definitely raised the standard there from making it all the way to the championship. And I think that they're going to do great next year as well. They also had a lot of young players a part of that team, so I think for those young players to get that experience so early is huge for them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we have to.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Starting off.
Looking at you, or
whoever really is working is fine.
okay.
Start off with just overall thoughts on the first week of preseason.
So far, so good. Obviously, we're only a couple days in here, but there's real positive energy. Everyone's buzzing, exciting to be here. I think we've got more intensity than we had last year, so off to a good start. I'm excited to see what we can bring going forward.
You said a lot of more intensity and stuff like that. What specifically are you guys seeing, kind of here at the practice facility already that is bringing more intensity to the field?
I think we've returned the core group of our players, which historically there's been a lot of turnaround in this organization. So there's just renewed energy, knowing the staff, knowing we can build forward, and we've got some good relationships that are already formed. So now we can add the next level, the next layers, rather than kind of getting to know each other. It's like, all right, we know each other, let's get to work. And I think everyone's just excited to get ready for the season and defend our championship. We know it's not going to be easy, but we're excited and ready to do that.
Kind of took the words out of my mouth. I was going to ask, reigning champions.
Yeah.
What's that kind of like now that you're not going to sneak up on anybody this year or surprise anybody? You guys are
yeah, it was obviously an incredible end to the season last year. It was nice to have that win to carry us through the off season. It's in the past I sit there and kind of ruminate for months about what I could have done differently or what more I could have or should have done, but we definitely gave it all, and we got to come away with that championship. So now, we've got a target on our backs, and I think we'll not be arrogant, but I just think it'll give us even more confidence, knowing we're the team to beat. Come and give us your best, and hopefully this year we can win the regular season as well, just to add that to our trophy cabinet, I guess you could say.
Coming off goalkeeper of the year again this year, heading into camp in January, and now going back for She Believes Cup, what does it mean to represent your country with the national team?
I've never gotten to put on the shirt on game day, so that's the next step for me. So I'm just hoping to go into camp and make the most of every opportunity that's given to me, and hopefully you know, I'll get that chance. But it'd be incredible, something I've worked very hard for, and so every day I'm just kind of continuing to raise my level, and hopefully I get that opportunity.
Aubrey, as one of the seasoned veterans on this team, is the hunger there? Is the hunger within the team to repeat?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're all like, you know, feisty and biting at it, and because especially, like I was saying, we've been away for months, so the first couple sessions, like everyone's just ready to give it a go after you've been training by yourself for so long. It's like, awesome, I got my friends. Let's get to work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, Kris, how's it feel getting back underway with a pretty different group? You've kept a lot of team together, but also 38 players here.
Yeah, it's been great. The first few days has really been great. We weren't sure, you know, based off of previous years and just how things had gone, you know, especially winning last year, how they would come in, and they've been flying. They're ready to go. They're not holding back at all. So it's been really, really good. You know, obviously we're going to lose 11 into the national team camps. And so that's part of, you know, why we needed to carry a bigger roster in going into preseason, of looking at that, but also trying to make sure things are competitive. We had a very, very good team last year from top to bottom. It was really solid, but we're not standing still by any means. And if there's people out there that are better, then they're going to earn the spot. And so, you know, it's a little bit twofold. It's functional, and it's also just looking at improving the group. But so far, you know, first 3 days has really been great.
Having so many players be part of the national team level and being part of their camps and She Believes Cup, good thing, bad thing? I mean, how do you view that in terms of like the cohesiveness of team bonding and getting everybody kind of together when these women are at the national team camp and level?
It's a great thing, you know, especially for the women's league, as you continue to grow into places where you start talking about being a big club versus just any other club. You know, MLS goes through those kinds of things, but obviously clubs around the world you know, we want to be a big club. And so now playing in the ICC over the summer as well, we've got to have a roster that's ready to compete in all those different things. And so it's a really good problem to have. Cohesiveness is what it is. I mean, the group bonded so much last year that they're in a really good position overall. But obviously there will be some things we have to change through preseason when those players are gone. But they're really good about keeping up with it. We send them video, we send them what we're going through. They're very, very good about doing their homework and staying up on a lot of that kind of stuff. And while they're gone, it gives the other players, you know, more time, which is great. I mean, everyone wants to play. And so we have those opportunities for them to go and do that. So I look at it as a positive all around.
I know I haven't asked you since Trinity signed her new contract. You know, a spectacular kind of achievement for her, her potential, her growth. I mean, she's just getting started in a sense, right?
Yeah, for sure. Just getting started, just a little taste of the national team, and just continuing to push where her levels are and just feel out what all her potential looks like overall. But she's only just scratched the surface, and so she's, you know, she did a lot of video with Lee in the off season. She's been asking for more and more things, and we're supporting her every way that we can. But yeah, she's only just begun.
Go ahead, Jake.
You said there's a lot of things that you guys want to improve on, some things you want to change. How much do you change, especially the way last season went? I mean, there can't be that much that you guys want to change and improve on, right?
It always exists along the spectrum, as far as we see. So we improved defending. You know, we had 8 shutouts in the games, but we want to look at how we can win the ball back a little bit faster. So there were some times where we were really solid, but we had to defend for a little bit longer than we wanted to. So that's one aspect. We want to be even better scoring goals. We've got a lot of really great goal scorers. We want everyone over 10 goals. Like that's, you know, that should be realistic for us. And so it's not massive changes in the sense of we're going to play a 3-5-2, but it's changes in the sense of we want to be sharper, we want to be better, win the ball back higher, and then be able to go and score more.
You guys feel like there's a target on your guys' back this year, especially being the returning champions?
For sure. And, you know, they understand that. And I think you could see it in the way that they've started of just like, nope, we're good, let's go. Like there is no, I can't say there's no rust, there's very little rust. And that's just a testament to how much everyone's been working and coming in and trying to come together as a group with some new faces in here. And obviously this facility, we haven't trained in here before. So just getting used to the ins and outs of everything. But yeah, we're moving forward, and we are more than capable of dealing with the target on our back. So,
all right, we'll do 2 more.
Kris, there's some things you can't control. This public ownership struggle fight, how much does it weigh on you and the team?
It's tough to say from the team. Some of the leaders on the team are a little bit more involved in it, but as the general team, I don't think that it's as big of a deal for them. Ben and myself in particular are trying to do a lot of bridging the gap in that sense of being the go-between and being able to update them as we can. So it weighs on me, certainly. But as far as the players, I think they're pretty good. I don't know, I haven't heard anything from anyone that says that, you know, like I'm fatigued from this already. Everyone knows, they know where we want to go. They know what we want to be as a club. They're ready for that. But I don't know that it's not emotionally heavy yet. So I think it's okay right now.
Kris, I noticed, you know, watching the training session that you have Bailey Fleiss and Avery Collins back, that you didn't get to have them for all of last season.
Yeah.
How much of an impact do you think they're going to make? Kind of almost like getting new players. It's almost like adding transfers.
Yeah, and Jordan DiBiase. Jordan actually just got back from a honeymoon. So she's another one to add into the fold. And I know her first year, you know, she was one who led the team in the pass that led to the assist. She was the best in terms of breaking down the game for the team in that way. So there's a lot from those three. Bailey Feist was a big one last year. When she went down, I thought that was going to be tough because she does so much for us, and we don't have a like-for-like replacement in that sense. But I think we had a number of people who stepped up and filled that gap really well. So, I mean, we're in a really, really good position bringing them all back and making sure they're all safe and ready to go, but then being ready to go once they're fully cleared.
Great. Thanks for your time, Kris.